Today, we're looking at Astyanax on the NES. Astyanax was released on the NES by Jaleco Entertainment in 1990. Astyanax is a thrilling video game that transports players to the age of myths and magic, featuring demons, dragons, and other supernatural creatures. Players must chase the evil wizard Blackhorn and his captive Princess Rosebud, encountering terrors like Thorndog, Caesar, and the maze of Castle Tarina. Remember, if you're new to this channel, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button as it helps us the channel grow. And don't forget to hit the notification button for all future videos. So, is Astyanax any good today? Here was our review of Astyanax for the NES. The story begins with a young man who keeps dreaming about a woman who's calling out his name, Astyanax. The young guy who has been drawn into the world of Remlia is tasked by rescuing the little princess named Rosebud from the deadly wizard Blackhorn. I may be mistaken, but aside from the frequent exchanges between the stages, this is a story we've all heard before. He must save the Princess Rosebud and restore the land to its previous state of tranquility before he may return home. The gameplay of this game is quite simple. You move from one end of the stage to the other while slamming into any obstacles. You are also met with a number of stages, each including a unique set of boss characters and enemies who will try to halt you in your tracks. You'll need to learn how to move and use your different weapons that you'll be given as you advance throughout the stages. You can obtain these weapons by opening the different urns scattered across the stages or by accepting gifts from a tiny fairy who tries to assist you. When facing the different enemies, your weapon strength is crucial. As long as you're not repeatedly pressing the button, the meter will replenish. With the help of the weapons you can acquire during the stages, this meter will grow longer until it reaches a maximum that will enable you to take down the strong creatures you face. The magic system is yet another intriguing aspect of Astyanax. When there are too many enemies in your path, you can use the different spells to clear out all the enemies. This capability is crucial, but it can be quickly distributed if you're not careful. As long as you pay attention to the enemies and bosses' constantly movement on the screen, controlling Astyanax should be rather simple. You should have little to no trouble navigating the stages once you master the timing of the platform stages. Although the visual presentation isn't really excellent, you'll notice that the stages are set up in a variety of ways. You will have a side-scrolling view of the stages where you must move through the cliffs and general level terrain to continue. Though they are rare, you will occasionally encounter an up-scrolling stage that requires you to climb. The cutscenes that occur in between the game stages aren't the most spectacular, but they do provide more context for the plot. The boss design and enemies in general are essentially copies of themselves with only color changes, which is one of the game's drawbacks. You may be facing a more powerful skeleton in the later stages, but it's still the same skeleton you faced earlier, but with a different color. Other issues with the boss characters' animations are noticeable, since they make it difficult to obtain a fair blow on the enemy attempting to kill you. Another major issue with this game is the image breakdown, which becomes apparent when there are too many enemies on the screen. You can immerse yourself into the action-packed theme of Astyanax as musical overtones usher in this journey. From beginning to end, the same tone is pretty much used on each stage and has an upbeat rhythm that keeps the action moving. The game's music that plays in between the stages lends a plot a slightly sinister tone. However, such parts are only a few seconds long in each cutscene. The boss battles don't really have anything unique about them, and you won't recall the tone of the encounter once it's over, which is one of the most frustrating aspects of the game. I just wish the boss battles would have had their own separate themes. So, is Astyanax worth playing today? Astyanax is a good diversion from Jellicoe's Ninja Gaiden series, another fantastic action-adventure series. The absence of general enemies may eventually get repetitive and difficult to navigate, yet the challenge is enjoyable and the action never stops. Given that the enemies all move in the same way and the majority of the ground enemies you encounter follow a predetermined pattern, the game's difficulty is only as high as you set it. This is true of most games of this kind. All things considered, this is a really good game to add to your collection. Surprisingly, I did have a lot of fun with this game and I would really recommend this. Astyanax for the NES is getting an 8.5 out of 10. What did you think about Astyanax for the NES? Please leave comments below to share your thoughts. That would do it for this episode. Remember to like and subscribe if you like this review, and please leave comments below to share your thoughts. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you here on the next episode. Have a great day.